I don't know. I'm like a 50-50, I guess. It's cold over here. Not super cold, but it's cold. I was outside, so the beanie's on. But what I'm doing today is story time. It's different than what I have from like my process. I don't think anything's really gonna change much from my process. But story time is when I first came out and what happened and whatnot. So when I came out to my mom, it wasn't the easiest thing due to race, I guess. Being Hispanic is a really, really tough thing to tell your parents. Either you're bisexual, lesbian, gay, trans. It's hard to tell your parents that because you shame them. And if you're either the mother or the father get upset, or sometimes both, you can lose your family for trying to make yourself happy. You can either get abused or beat. It's difficult. A lot of people live in fear to lose their families, and I have a lot of supporters here in town that are like, "Hey, I'm proud of you. How do I say this? Like, they're happy that I achieved what I wanted to do to be happy, and I had the courage to come out to my parents and tell them how I feel and who I really am on the inside. It's a really tough step to do, to be honest, but sometimes you have to do it to make yourself happy. My story starts, let's take it way back to when I was in school. My story started in 2008. I met this girl. This is my ex. I met this girl. I was so into high school, love, high school crush, high school fling. You know how that goes. And I'm the type that I'm determined. If I want you, I want you. And I did. I'm not gonna lie. I took advantage of the situation. Her friend wanted to get with me, so I said, yeah, okay, yeah. Tell your friend. I said, what's up, when, da-da-da. So what I would do is act like I was trying to get with a friend, but I'd actually used her friend to get with her. At the end of it played out good. Her and her friend stopped being friends, but it is what it is. But me and my mom got in an argument, whatever, and I was just tired of it because I had got suspended from school, whatever. My mom threatened me to kick me out if I don't do things right, blah, blah. My dad was furious with me, and I was talking to her on the phone, and we stayed up talking late till like 2 in the morning. She had to go to school. I was on suspension from school, and I was just like, hey, so do you want to be my girlfriend, blah, blah. And she said, yeah, okay, cool. A month went by, whatever. Or not even a month, maybe like a week went by. Whatever, she would come around a lot. My mom's not a big fan. Hispanics are not a big fan where people come over or hang around your house a lot. Like, that like bothers them, She was around a lot, low-key outside, and that bothered my mom a lot because, what are you doing, where are you going, you're doing, she just assumes the worst, that's Hispanics. So one day she was outside, I was kicking with her all day, laughing, giggling, whatever, chilling. I come inside in a good mood, came to get my phone, whatever, and she's like, what are you doing outside? And it led to an argument. We argued. She threatened to hit me, and I moved back, because, I'm not gonna let you hit me. Like, relax, what's going on, And I don't want you to go back outside. You just stay inside. Blah, I don't know who this girl is, blah. And I said, you need to chill. And I just got louder because I was just fed up. Me and her would butt heads so much over who I am. She would throw away any clothes I had, baggy clothes. Growing up in a gang family, so it's like you're gang affiliated, the whole situation. My mom never liked that. The Dickies, the Ben Davis, the Cortez, the Raiders, all gang stuff supposedly. So she found it, she tossed it, or she ruined it so you don't ever wear it again, or she'd hide it. So she never liked me wearing that stuff. So whatever. More stories. I always had backup clothes at school. So we'd fight, whatever. And then that day she said something, and she's like, we'll have her go support you if You want to be around so much. Go. You act like she's your girlfriend or something. You need to be around her all the time. And that's where I lost it. And like I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't be this other person. And I said, yeah. So what? What if she is my other girlfriend? I mean, what if she is my girlfriend? What? Well, leave with her. Have her maintain you. All right then. Grab my phone. Grab my jacket. Went out the door. She followed me out the door and said, "Where you going? Get inside." I left. We left for a few hours. They came back. Didn't speak to me. And then the next day, she's like questioning. Sí, ¿qué es tu novia? You know, in Spanish, you know, is that your girlfriend? What? Is it? And I said, yeah, that's my girlfriend. I don't know. I can't hide it no more. That's my girlfriend. Like, that's who I'm with. That's who I'm dating. And boom, my mom was upset. She cried, blah blah blah, and was just upset. And told my dad. And I said, "Dad, can I talk to you?" And he said, "Yeah." And so we sat down outside, and I said, "So I have a girlfriend, you know. I don't like guys, you know." And my dad looked at me and he said, "You know what? Whatever makes you happy, that's fine with me. You know, I'm here for you." And honestly, that was the biggest relief for me ever. But I think they knew growing up. I mean, because everybody I would tell, like, I already knew it. I could tell. Okay, there goes my fear of losing friends and, you know, some cousins. No, they already knew. Told my siblings. They weren't tripping about it. They just laughed about it. My sister was more like, no, you know, dramatic about it. Because, no, you're my sister. Whatever. There's 4 of us. It's 2 boys, 2 girls. Well, now it's 3 boys and 1 girl. But, they were denial. I lost communication with my mom. Well, we live in the same house. My parents are together, and I was living with them. But I lost communication with my mom. We would avoid each other. We're like oil and water, just going around each other. No comment, no communication, nothing. We wouldn't speak for nothing. I would never ask her for anything. I'd talk to my dad and whatnot. There was at one point my mom would talk bad about me with her family when she went to California and whatever, like disgraced by me, you know, bothered. But my mom was always really close-minded, literally really close-minded. And, you know, it hurt me. It really did. It hurt me bad. To know my mother couldn't be there and support me through something that I couldn't change. I couldn't be like, all right, next chapter, I'm over it. It's just a phase. It hurt to know that I don't have my mother and father. Well, my father was, yeah, but at least my mother's supporting me in this. But I got over it. Yeah, I have hate and anger towards her at one point. I did. After a year and maybe like a month, she tried to talk to me little by little, and I mean, my answers were simple, cold, yeah, hard, you know, because now you want to speak to me after so long. Then a couple years going down, whatever, started accepting it, started actually trying to play nice and buy me clothes, like the pants I wear, my Levi's, guy shirts and stuff, and boxers, and then actually trying to talk to my girlfriend at the moment that I had. She would try to make a conversation with her and, you know, laugh, talk. So then she tried to warm up to her, whatever. And then later down the road, we start getting along. To this very day, my mom and I get along. She supports me in what I do. She doesn't really ask me anything. She supports me in all my relationships. After I split up with my ex, I went with my new girlfriend. She supported me in this. My current girlfriend has 2 kids, and my mom just asked me, "You what you want. This is responsibility for you. They're not your kids, but are you willing to be responsible for children, you know, knowing I don't have any myself?" And I said, yeah, you know, I'm willing to do it, you know, if I want to be with this person, you know, the kids come with her too, you know. And she said, okay, that's fine. So up to this very day, she loves the kids, adores the kids, and, you know, she likes the girlfriend I'm with, and, you know, she sees that I'm happy and doing good and whatnot. And it feels good to know that I got my family's, support on stuff. I'm willing to call them over and, hey, come over, instead of living my life in discreet like I was with my ex. Like I said, there's a lot of people that are closed-minded, that don't ever let people open up to them. Everybody's like a book. You can't judge a book and say, no, I don't like it. Look at the cover. No, I don't like it. Don't get me twisted. I've met so many people, like my friends, that their parents didn't like me at first. They, whatever. They like judged me because of my tattoos, because I was in a gang, and of course because I was trans. But they got to know me. Now, this very day, I have my friends' moms are my mom. So pretty much I have so many like adopted mothers. But I love them all. I love everybody, because you know what? It feels good to be loved and supported, by people that show you their love. For a while, I didn't have that motherly love while going through this whole, change of me being me and coming out to everybody. So it was really hard. It sucked, and to have it from random strangers, is a good thing, because you know what? A lot of people don't really give an opportunity to get to know you. They just automatically like, you're the devil, you're no good, blah, blah. And I really wish people could be more open-minded and see people's true colors, Like I said, I lost communication with my mother for a year. Some people are afraid. A lot of people that get suicidal, depressed, cut themselves on the low. I have before when I was younger, because to deal with holding it in on who you are and what you feel, and to find somebody attractive and not be able to say, hey, you're cute. Hey, can I take you out to eat? Or hey, can I take you out for a coffee? It sucks knowing you can't be able to do that, because you'll shame your family, or you'll disgrace them, or they're just gonna say, you know what, get out, I'm done with you. You're nothing to me, you're dead. There's so many people that have and lost family like that, and it really does suck. I thought I'd never experience losing something like that, but I did, and I'm thankful, and I thank God that my mom is very different now. It's hard to say for other people, but I haven't lost any friends, family. I have family that support me, that are religious and support me, and I know a lot of people are afraid to be who they are. And for those that watch me and wonder, how did you do it? Or, I'm afraid. It's a tough situation. Sometimes you got to take that leap and say, you know what? My happiness comes first. And it took me a while to get to the stage to transition. I was afraid to transition due to my family, of being judged and disowned, just because I went through that stage of coming out, and automatically my mom disowned me right off the bat, and I was just afraid. So then I got with this girlfriend I have now, and like before I met her, I was already starting to look into transition. After I left my other girlfriend, I was already looking into the whole process. I did a whole therapist thing. There's a whole certain steps you have to go through. And I was already seeing a therapist, but when I met this new girlfriend, I had already stopped going to that therapist, because literally, I think she was just overcharging for no reason. And then she always had an excuse that this appointment got canceled because of this, but whatever. And so I met her, and she pushed me more and more and more to do it. And I found a good therapist, and I started going. And then she kept pushing me. So it's not that I need someone to hold my hand and push me through it. It's just, it's good to know I have somebody in my corner to support me and say, look, if you need something, I'm here. Because to go through this process is the toughest process. To feel sad, to not know what's gonna happen if you take that step. I took this step, and like I said, life's a risk, and I gambled it all, and look where I'm at. I still got the love and support of everybody, and feels good. I'm happy with who I am, and I'm happy with the people that stick by my side. So don't ever be afraid to be you, because now I learned what it is to love myself. I never knew what it was to love myself. I never knew what it was to feel happy inside. And once I did this transition, I literally felt so much love, so much happiness for myself. it was crazy. Now I do smile and whatnot, because I'm happy. This is who I am. I'm happy for myself. I might not be the most attractive looking right now, but no, I'm happy and I'm thankful for, if you're watching this, family, friends that have supported me. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. But for those that want to be happy and want to do it and are just afraid to lose family members, I know what it's like. It's hard, but sometimes if it's family, it's hard for them. But like my mom noticed, I was happy. Like, you can't be something you're not. You get fed up at a certain point, and I did, and I'm glad I did. It was not the best way to say it, but it happened, and it is what it is. But to be honest, it is the hardest thing to be a Hispanic that is gay, lesbian, transgender, in any form. Because we are very family bonded. And traditionally wise, like, you have to stay close with your family. You have to abide by the family, and it's hard. So I guess that's my story right there. If you have any questions, let me know. But so far, that's my story on what happened. And it's crazy, but I think about it, and it takes me back to, like, I used to be at this point, and I used to do this, and I used to be this way, and I used to hide myself. I used to be so embarrassed of myself. I used to be ashamed of who I am. And things shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't be ashamed of who you are. You shouldn't be ashamed of the way you were made, I was made like this. I was brought like this. Inside, this is me. On the outside, I was hating myself, despite so much hate and depression. I had so much depression, sadness. And it's the worst feeling ever. You sit alone with these demons. Like, all I wanted was attention from somebody to be around, so I wouldn't sit there and think about how disappointing, how disgusting I am. And now that I'm where I need to be, got more to go, but to at least be here, I don't feel that. I don't feel so much sadness, so much hate for myself. Like, I'm happy that this is me, and a lot of people accept me for me. At work, I'm accepted. Family, I'm accepted. Friends, I'm accepted. Go out in public, accepted. And it feels good. It really, really feels good. So that's my story of how I came out to my mother. It was in 2008 of August. I let her know through an argument. Like I said, not the best choice, but only moment out of anger, and then just came out. And I guess it's the best choice for me. It was the best choice that I've ever done. And it wasn't the best feeling at the moment, but it feels good now. Like I said, there's a lot of people out here that are afraid to be who they are and show their true colors just out of fear. It's not the best thing. It leads to a lot of self-harm, a lot of depression, a lot of just leads to no good, A lot of people get suicidal. That's one thing. A lot of people do get suicidal a lot. I've been down that road. It's not the best thing. Do I regret it? Yeah, but I'm better now from it. And Well, I hope you guys like my story, to be honest. And that's all I have for you guys today. I'll tune in with another video. I don't know what. Maybe another check-in, or maybe it's a different story. Just stay informed, and thank you for following, and staying tuned in with me. And if you're subscribed, well, thank you for being a subscriber and whatnot. But I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. Have a good day.